Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Adventure Incorporated podcast. It's your old pal, your dungeon master, Anthony Reed, here with you again for episode 49, the first part of the Path of Fire story arc. We are drawing to a close. On Adventure March, we have 2 more gatherings on our Thursday live streams over at twitch.tv/srsbiz_network. Those live streams will be Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This week we're going to be playing some board games, and next week will be our live Q&A, the first Q&A for the new campaign. Make sure you head over there and check it out. And you can throw a big thank you to our patrons at patreon.com/Adventure Inc. who make this possible. There's so many things we could not do without the patrons. We just wouldn't be able to. And so we're so grateful to all of them for supporting the show financially, for being just the best. Thank you so much to the patrons for everything you guys do. And you can be a patron too. Patreon.com/Adventure Inc. Look, I'm speeding through it. I'm excited about this episode. I want us to get onto the Path of Fire. Let's get on with it, right? So, okay, let's do it. Let's get started. Nobles and farmers, knights and scoundrels, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventurers facing grave dangers. Belroth, the ranger.
She's a Grimalkin, but that's understood. No pets allowed, even though she's not a pet. I will wait outside. Everyone, if anyone needs anything, I am outside.
Skarpin, the cleric.
Should I just try and snipe them from over here?
Yeah, okay. I did say they were as good as dead. I would hate for my, to break my word on our first contract as Adventure Incorporated.
Ellery, the bard.
We would want you to leave this warehouse.
He points behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Church.
Oh, sorry. We want you to leave this church.
ReedDeeran, the wizard.
He say you no worship Shattered Fang.
Yeah, man, he's super wrong. We love Broken Tooth, Shattered Fang, man.
Prepare yourselves, for these are the tales of Adventure Incorporated. Does anyone have any questions? Or
Yes.
concerns, or issues,
Concerns?
or
Yeah. We're
things they would like to speak about?
Would like to know why.
You have shit to do, Steph.
I just want to know why you're doing this to us.
Which thing?
Putting us into a magic portal
To do
to face trials.
Again.
I'm excited about
Wow.
trials. We haven't
when
trials.
we're so tired and so hurt.
Are we hurt?
Yes.
No, we're not, actually, because we hit dice
We took
during
a short rest.
rest.
You're right. We're just exhausted in terms of not having any spells to cast.
Yeah, I'm excited to push this to its limits.
Wow.
You are now on your own in the plane of fire.
Did we get started?
If you want to try to take a rest here, nobody said you couldn't. It's not a thing anybody told you could or couldn't do. You could try to take a rest here in the elemental plane of fire if you want. Let's get started.
Anthony, I don't like the way just before we got started you said you could try to take a rest. It didn't feel very like you were gonna let that happen, I guess. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm Mike, I'm an arbiter of the world. The world moves as the world does, and I am simply the mouthpiece through which it expresses itself into
you
our
rolling
shared
a table
reality.
to see if we can do a rest?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. It certainly depends, right?
Or are you just gonna make the decision as the God King of the universe that we do or don't?
The world moves through me. Whatever happens at my discretion is through the world's discretion expressed into the shared metaphysical reality.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how this shit works? Wow. Cool.
Yeah, D&D is a pretty big deal.
The five of you, Freya included, have passed through the portal into the realm of fire, and it closes behind you. And you are now completely within this lake of fire. The layout of this space up the pathway leading up out of where you just came in from Vedris, except the difference is that now that does not lead into a tunnel. It instead leads deeper into this realm of fire and lava and heat. It is still quite oppressively hot here. And now on this side of the portal, you can see a number of creatures, in the distance beyond. Making, like, you can see 3 large birds made of fire streaking through the sky, and you can see what looks to be like tendrils of fire that have pulled up out of the lava in the distance. There's a lot going on here, but all you really have to go on is this pathway before you. And as you start to acclimate to this space, you feel a pull in your heart, and it
Probably
is a pull
fine.
that it's probably fine. You identify. I mean, like, you can identify what this is. You feel like it is a pull of your own reality, tugging on you from this place, that you should not be here, and that you are being, like, literally pulled away. But that tug is ahead of you, and it doesn't seem like it would do anything. It's just like almost like a guide.
It's probably not fine then.
Also, as
when you say
a
a guide, do you mean like it feels like we should be going that way, or do you mean a guide like it's trying to pull you back, trying to pull us back to our own reality?
Yeah, you get the sense that there are pieces, a place perhaps, where your reality and this reality touch, and that intersection of reality is drawing you toward it, like a whirlpool in water, right? You're being drawn toward that point, and you could use that. Like, you can look to your left and say, yeah, that's not the direction I need to go. And you can look to your right and be like, yeah, I got to go slightly. I can feel that whatever is out there calling to me is in that direction. Now, if you went straight for that, you'd walk through lava, right? But there's a pathway, you can sort of guide you to where you need to go along the path when you have to make a choice, basically.
Got it. So we have a vague quest marker, basically.
Sure.
It's it's like a gigantic internal arrow directional that helps us.
Sure.
But there might be a mountain in that direction, and we may still have to
Ellery
go
follows
around.
the arrow.
Ooh.
You go right into the lava.
Yeah.
No.
Well, hey guys, it's me, a new character named Dellery.
Smellery.
Okay, so while you are in the elemental plane of fire, there are opportunities for you here. There will be, basically what I'm telling you is you're going to be walking down a path. There will be branching pathways from here, and there may be other options for you to explore while we go on this path, or you can choose not to and continue on the path toward your destination.
Okay.
Also along the way, you may be intercepted, and to be prepared for that as well. So
Anthony,
basically,
I
we're going to have a
stop
series
you
of
right now.
checkpoints.
I want to stop you right there because it almost sounds like you're describing a dungeon, like a traditional dungeon of the Dungeon and Dragon kind. And I just want to make sure you know that, like, you know what that sounds like before you continue on with that description.
Yeah, if you need to stop and
Rewind, retcon.
Yeah.
You can.
No, guys, it's fine. This dungeon is built into the cosmology, so it's fine. This is a key dungeon.
If it's any consolation, Steph, above you is just open sky. Like, we're very out in the open. This is it is not dank. There is no water or moss or anything like that, which you might associate with a dungeon. No mildew or mold. Yeah. No, this is very open.
Also, there's certainly no treasure. That is a guarantee.
So this is definitely not a dungeon then. Okay.
You're right. That was my mistake. That was my error.
it was good
Is there a
clarification.
chance of
The listener would have been
dragons?
confused.
You're right.
Right,
You're
it
right.
would have been confused. Cosmologically, no. I think there's probably no chance of a dragon. If you were to think about, how a dragon might manifest, like probably not a dragon. Maybe a fire serpent of some kind, but we wouldn't call that a dragon cosmologically.
Well, fun
Ellery
killer.
follows the arrow.
Ellery just jumps in the lava now.
Yeah.
Fuck it. That was a joke before, but now.
Okay. So what I will do is I'll present you with a series of checkpoints, and based on your own resources and how you guys feel, you can decide if you want to have a diversion or not, and then you can decide what you do when you get intercepted, if you do or not. Okay?
Sure.
Does that all track?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want it to be like I don't want to have us like in a sprawling exploration of a plane of fire, right? I want to make it a little linear, but I also don't want it to be nothing. So there's going to be some options here for you guys to decide, but know that there is risk. There's always risk. Okay. Great. So
What was that you just
travel?
did? Was that a?
Yeah, what was that risk?
What was
That
it?
was the cosmology speaking through him.
Was that a dice?
Yes, that was the. Sometimes in this show, once in a while, we'll do something where we want to determine something randomly. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, we'll use these plastic polyhedrons to determine. Sometimes, stone maybe or metal if you're feeling like you want to ding up your table. And that is a choice we might make as well to try and randomize things.
Do we get to
Mikey?
roll them sometime?
Does that work for you? Yeah, you should have probably been rolling a lot over the last 6 years. Well, maybe not a lot.
A lot
but-
feels extra.
Yeah, let's not.
I'm rolling a
go
couple
crazy
times
here,
right now,
Anthony.
so
Yeah. I
A
thought we were
little,
just
at least sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes.
naming numbers. Like, oh, this is a number.
What number do you like?
Figured we'd
Seven.
run
Why
out.
doesn't everyone tell me what
What
numbers
number
they
I like?
for perception? That would be great.
20.
No, roll the dice. I was
13.
trying to play into the theme a little bit, all right?
well, you made a choice and
Thanks
I
for punishing
guessed
me,
it.
Rob.
And it was just
Oh
stupid
my
choice,
God.
but I still went along with it.
That's true.
I thought this metal die couldn't possibly be bad 2 weeks in a row, but I did just roll a natural 1 on perception. So
You're just looking straight at that point that you can feel. You're just
Yeah.
not looking at everything else. is
stop
out of
trying to
the
walk
level.
into the lava.
Belroth rolled a 17.
Deeran accidentally rolled a
so
natural
funny.
20.
Like every time there's a perception
That's actually
roll,
very
you just
fitting for this,
fucking
though.
crush it for no reason. Like every time, without fail, you're like, yeah, he has like a negative 15. Oops, I crit. Like
Honestly, like that's not the character. Yeah. That's not the character I built. He shouldn't notice
it's-
this. Why?
This he should. Okay, this is perfect. So while everyone else is following the path, right? This tug, this supernatural emotional tug. You glance to the left.
That's fair.
And you notice that there is a series of stones that you could cross. It might be treacherous and difficult, but if you got to the end of it, it looks like there's a tower in the distance, maybe 60 feet away, that is like spouting up to 60 feet is very short. 100 feet away, we'll say. That's a marginally better. And that it's like jutting up out of the lava.
Great. Yeah, Deeran will call that out to the group. Hey guys, it seems a little spicy that way, but that's like kind of cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm worried about getting too distracted because we weren't.
As Deeran walks away.
Dear, oh boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Deeran he's going to use his open spell slot to cast Tensor's Floating Disc again.
Okay.
He's like, all right, guys. And he looks at Skarpin's boots.
What's up?
And he looks at his own feet. And he's like, all right, if everybody wants to, like, wait a minute, I can do something with this too. And he starts to cast Fly on himself, so that the tension is completely negated as we go across this treacherous pathway.
Are they both concentration spells?
No.
Okay.
I
Tensor's
just
Floating
checked
Disc is
because
not?
I was convinced that Tensor's Floating Disc would be, and it is not.
It's just like non-combat. Either like we're not gonna make you concentrate on your disc.
Yeah, there's no way you would use this in any sort of risky situation.
No, this is fine. This is good.
So
Positive problem solving. I'm fine with this. You sound like I'm gonna be upset. You burned two spell slots.
I can't see this disc. I'm assuming I can't see the disc. I'm assuming it's invisible, but I have no idea actually.
No, I think it like.
Okay.
Oh, it is a disc of force. Yeah. So Deeran pulls out some sand, and he sprinkles it over the top of it. He does, Anthony. Before you yell at me for this, he does have a little bag of sand in his in his adventurer's pack.
So
Great. Well, great.
So you can't even tell me that I'm doing stupid shit because
I wasn't gonna. It's fine.
It's on the page.
So
I believe you.
Do I need to mark it as 0 now?
No,
since
you
I've
can
used it?
have preserved some sand. You're
Okay.
fine.
0.5.
how does this? Can I stand on this? That's my question. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a
Well,
rude question.
how much do you weigh?
I mean, I feel like
Seems pertinent.
All right.
Oh,
how much does Freya weigh?
Ooh, that's a rude question.
I'll tell you how much I weigh.
How much do you weigh, Ellery?
128 pounds.
Oh, yeah, you can totally stand
How
on
much
it.
does
She
a
stands on it.
tiefling weigh? I have no idea.
Enough to
This
break
seems
the
like the
ice!
setup. Seems like a setup for a bad joke.
I'll say like Belroth is like 6 feet, right? I feel like he's at least 200 pounds. He's got to be, right?
I think that's fine.
I'm
accept
6
that.
feet,
Okay.
and I weigh 180.
But like
I'm
I'm
let's move on.
figuring also
Yeah,
so
let's keep
because
this
he
going.
has a lot of stuff on him, roughly 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, lots of gear on me, too.
yeah.
Lots of gyros.
200 pounds.
Am
of
I right?
muscle. And then Freya, I guess, is
Okay. So how much let me rephrase this, I
Yeah.
guess. How much does the Tensor's Floating Disc carry?
500 pounds.
Okay. Everyone can ride on the disc except for Skarpin.
I'll catch up with you guys.
And he waits for them
But
to.
Skarpin has his own
head out.
methodology. That's why
He's
I'm
so
not worried.
excited. He's just smiling.
Yeah, so Deeran floats above the group across the fire while the disc follows behind.
Okay.
All right, and once they get 30 feet away-ish, Skarman's gonna hope these boots are worth the money he paid for them and take a running leap. And as he jumps, clicks the heels together and hopes that he flies for 30 feet.
Yeah, you leap out over the lava and you click your heels together and you suddenly feel a sense of weightlessness and thrust from behind as you are pushed forward a great distance with these boots.
that's
Oh my
awesome.
goodness, Skarman's so happy.
So does it only let you go 30 feet at a time?
The flying speed is equal to my walking speed. So
Yeah.
I can't tell if it's like you can fly for 30 feet or you fly
These are
30
winged boots.
feet per whatever.
You can use your boots to fly for
Yeah.
up to 4 hours all at once or in several short flights, each one using a minimum of 1 minute for the duration.
Yeah, so I can just fly.
So you have
You
4
can.
hours. A charge gives you 4 hours of flying.
Fuck yeah. He's just floating. He's just floating right next to this disc. High five,
awesome.
dear.
High five, Darren.
Yeah, man. Wait, did you not know those boots did that?
I totally thought I was going to have to jump rock to rock every 30 feet, but I'm so happy I don't because I imagine I'd be real bad at that.
Man, I feel like I could have parlayed that into me getting those boots then.
Yeah.
As he like floats around.
What you're doing's cool too.
Yeah, just so expensive. So tiring, you know?
No.
Okay. You guys clear the lava, making your way to the base of the tower. When you arrive, the tower has no door on this small stone platform that it's on.
Oh, I know this one. Barnaby, let's down your hair.
No,
She looks
nothing
up.
happens.
She looks up to the top and waits.
Nothing happens.
No, it'll happen. You yell
Maybe
for
the-
Barnaby, and he throws down his hair.
Is there a
And
door
then
out
you
back?
climb
Because
up
maybe
it.
we just don't see the door.
Oh, well,
Right? That's
I
what I
suppose
would
Barnaby has
assume,
to get in
but-
somehow.
Oh, I'll fly around and check.
So he flies clockwise.
You fly clockwise around the tower, and before you see nothing along the base, and then you return back to where you were.
I got nothing. No door, nothing. I don't know how to get in there.
Skarpin, what if you fly up to the top of it and look down?
Great idea.
Like down into it, see if it's like a top loading tower.
And he does
Top
it.
loading.
You fly up to the top of the tower. There are no windows along the tower, and when you reach the top of it, which it's probably about 100 feet tall or so, when you reach the top of it, it has got a small roof, and because it's sort of come to a point, but it also has a large spear of metal coming up out of the top of the roof, and there's something magical about that, something you can feel about this metal, but it's hard to put your finger on.
Maybe I should try this.
And he puts his finger on it.
Yeah, it's warm to the touch. It's sort of vibrating.
Pulls it.
It seems pretty solidly locked in place.
He calls over the edge.
Hey, Darren, come up and check this out.
All right, sure, man. And Deeren flies up to the top of the tower because he can do that.
Yeah. First, Skarpin high fives him first. And
Okay, yeah, you see the same thing, Darren.
I couldn't put my finger on it at first, but then I did, and nothing happened.
That wasn't.
I feel like a pretty obvious clue that you gave, Anthony.
Okay. Hey, okay. I'm not. The world moves through me, not what Mikey perceives.
All right. Yeah, Deeren, looking at the tower, Anthony, is there any is there any information I can glean from like an investigation or an arcana check? Like, is it magic looking or is it mundane?
So here's what I'll give you for free, and then you can decide what you want to do, what you want to roll.
Right.
It is clear by the materials that this thing is constructed of, right? Which are, it's like a white colored stone. And the roof on top of here is also made out of stone, but a darker stone, almost red in color. It does not match the rough stone platforms that you have been traveling on, which are almost like a deep black or brown. These seem out of place in its construction. That is also like smooth and round, like a cylinder tower. Actually, kind of a cone because it got smaller at the top. But it is smooth along the outside.
Mocking himself.
He actually himself.
Yeah. So it is smooth along the outside. It looks as though it was put here intentionally, though. That's now you may decide if you want to try to investigate it further, if you want to try to do an Arcana check. Those are things that you can do to try and determine some more information about it.
Can I just do both?
Yeah, all right, whatever. Greedy. Pick one first, though.
All right. That was a 19, and I'd like to use investigation. So, 19 plus 7. I know how to play this game. I've done this before. It's a 26.
All right. All right.
Really
I've rolled a die before.
I was like, please don't add that correctly.
Investigating the tower a little bit, you think about the dimensions. You think about, obviously, there's no way into the tower from what you can tell. It does not seem like it's a place. It seems like maybe 3 people could stand inside comfortably at the base. It's not very big. It doesn't seem to be the kind of tower. It's not like a lived-in tower.
All right. Hey, Skarpin, have you tried to detect magic on this thing yet?
No, I haven't tried that. I just tried to pull it and I couldn't move it. So let me give it a shot.
He puts his hands out and then cast Detect Magic.
Yeah, so you cast Detect Magic, and you can feel in this place a primal magic everywhere, an ambient, primal magic of fire, right? It's not one of the schools of magic, but it is all around you in its raw state. This device seems to be harnessing that magic in some way. You can feel the magic coalescing inside this spike.
Just more concentrated elemental magic here. It's nothing different. I wonder if there are a bunch of these around here where it kind of harnesses the power and maybe it sends it somewhere.
Huh. Cool.
Yeah.
Do you think, maybe it, because wasn't the king saying that, this magic connects to our world somehow? Do you think this is how?
That definitely could be it. Yeah, it seemed like the elemental planes were closer, and so we must be pretty close, and maybe this sends. That's how we get our fire magic.
Yeah, crazy.
Skarpin looks around and tries to see if he can see any other towers.
Okay. You can't.
Okay. That would have been cool.
That would have been cool.
That would have been cool.
That would have been a cool world building opportunity for you, Anthony.
Anthony, you did fine.
Yeah, maybe.
You could have done better.
Oh, maybe.
So, I don't know, Deeran. You want to keep on going?
Yeah, it seems kind of stupid to have this tower over here to attract us for nothing.
If we stayed on the disc, did it finally just float up?
No, it doesn't. So it's just sitting down where
okay.
it was at that level.
I didn't know if we were getting elevated up while they're having this conversation.
It did move very close to the tower. You're just butting up against it. Are you, Ellery and Belroth, during this time, are you doing anything while they're up there looking at their rod?
No.
No.
So
I'm sure
we're taking a break.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll come down.
I
wish there wasn't just a pool of lava down around us that we could move off this tiny little disc. It's a little cramped.
There is a small bit of stone around the tower you can stand on. It is on a stone platform, so you could get off.
I didn't see that before. I guess we could have.
Oh yeah, it's fine. I'm comfortable in here.
I am comfortable.
Did Deeran put too much sand on the towel? You couldn't see through the disc anymore now. Yeah. I guess it's 0.25 of a bag of sand left.
Okay.
All right, so everyone let's head back down.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's got to be connected somehow.
You're like cast magic at it?
That seems crazy.
And reckless?
Yeah,
Yeah.
both of those things.
Well, we could just fly away. Well, the old you would have done it.
That's true.
Oh my god.
That's honestly, that's pretty true, man. Deeran wants to do an Arcana check, like with the knowledge that like this is kind of like coalescing this fire magic. He wants to see if he can use some knowledge.
I can't wait.
That is 18 plus 7, so that is a 25.
Beautiful. So you look at this device, and the rod seems to go down into a hole in the roof of this tower and extend down into the tower somewhere, right? So this is some sort of housing for whatever this rod is connected to. And looking at it, you can see that the vibration that is occurring is this absorption of the elemental magic in the area. If you fire off a different kind of magic at it, or a different kind of concentration of magic at it, you're not 100% sure what will happen, but here's what you do know. Either this thing will absorb that magic fully, right? Instantly and completely. Or there will be a violent backlash to whatever you do to this pillar because it is attuned incorrectly for the magic that you would be using.
Skarpin has his arms crossed looking at Deeran.
Yeah, Deeran looks down at his friends on the disc. Oh, maybe I did use too much sand.
Belroth waves.
Yeah, Deeran waves back. They haven't moved off the disc, Skarpin.
How come?
Like,
There's
do
a
they
bunch
not?
of
Maybe
land
they
at the
don't know.
bottom.
Yeah, maybe they don't know like that. There's like a place for them to stand or whatever.
Oh, I can't see through the disc.
Yeah. So hey, what if you give the three of us time to like get back to, because like that disc is gonna follow me around. You know what I mean? And so like if you give me, Freya, Belroth, and Ellery time to get like further away before you cast anything at this thing, because one of two things is gonna happen, man. Either it's gonna suck up your magic, and like nothing's gonna happen, or like, so we've played with incorrectly attuned items before, like way smaller than this one in school.
Yeah.
And like usually it ended up with like one of the teachers without eyebrows. Like it was crazy, right? So like that second one is what I'm like worried about with like our friends down there.
Yeah, that's fair. And if that's the only two things that you think that could happen here, it seems kind of pointless. So I don't want to waste the magic. We might need it.
Yeah, it would be a real shame to waste magic to go find this. Find out what happens with this.
Yeah, it would be.
And
Yeah, that would suck.
Skarpin clicks his heels and says,
Let's head out of here.
Yep. Deeran's going to take his time slowly going around the tower on the way back down.
You're just like glancing up at that spike every time, like every revolution.
Desperately looking for literally any reason to have spent so much magic to get out here.
How did it go? Did you find anything?
I couldn't. There's a weird rod up there that's pretty sturdy. It's locked in, and Deeran seems to think it absorbs or reflects magic, depending on.
Oh, did you use a spell on it or anything?
I didn't. I figured we might need magic here, and
Not even like a cantrip?
no.
Skarpin,
'Cause I feel like you can use cantrips forever. You don't run out of cantrips.
I don't know if that's true.
9.
it's true for me. Can you fly me up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so Skarpin, you can't. With the boots, they can only really lift you. If you try to carry another person, you can basically just drag their feet against the ground.
Okay, well, how tall is the tower?
100 feet.
Okay. So Ellery is going to
Deeran's like spiraling his way down while they're having this, so he doesn't even realize.
Yeah, that's fine. Ellery's gonna put her hands out towards the top of the tower, and she's gonna sing "Seeing's hard when the lights are low, stars above now will start to glow," which is a 120-foot spell and a cantrip. So I wonder if some twinkle lights happen right above that little
What is the spell that you cast?
dancing lights.
Deeran hears music on the wind, and his eyes get very big.
Skarpin looks up anticipatorily.
What is the school of magic of dancing lights?
It is
Illusion?
an evocation cantrip.
Evocation.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no.
You project these dancing lights up above, and you watch as little orbs spring into existence above the tower, and then like it's as though a part of them is like pulled away. They drawn into a long tail as it pulls toward this rod, and then they're all just sucked in to the rod, which begins to vibrate violently with this new infusion of magic. And then you start to hear sounds coming from inside the tower, sounds like metal scraping against metal, like the sounds of breaking under stress, like ping, kang, and then a huge metal rod smashes its way out of the tower inches from you as it's like speared through the stone, breaking it away, and then a whole bunch of others as well, all over the tower, just like smashing out pieces as the tower just rips itself apart from the inside with this spell. And it looks like a very complex mechanical object that was inside this tower has now just completely ripped itself to pieces with the casting of this spell.
But we're safe?
I need dexterity saving throws.
Oh my goodness,
okay.
from everybody.
Yeah.
Hey.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Oh,
You're in the air.
Everybody.
You're right there.
21.
Nice.
Oof, 14.
Okay.
Freya has a 16. Belroth has a oh no. I mean, it's a 7.
Oh no.
But
It was actually a 1.
Deeran got a 19.
So everybody, the thing starts to smash. There's a cloud of dust. And as everyone looks around, you've all been reasonably safe at avoiding things, except for Belroth, who looks like Wash in Serenity. There's just a pole sticking into you from the tower that has shot out the building. You take 11 damage from this impaling.
Oh no, Belroth.
Ow. Well, that was my idea. I did suggest this.
I'm so sorry, Belroth. I had no idea. Oh,
No, it's okay.
my goodness.
It's a small pole. On a scale of 1 to 46, I'm at about a 35. So I feel like I'm.
Skarpin.
And he yanks it out a little bit.
Oh, well, you're supposed to leave it
doesn't
in.
feel good.
Ooh, no, definitely not. Oh my god! And he starts bandaging it up. It's not like an arrow, which has serrated bits to pull out. Well, I don't know. I guess I'll find out if it has serrated bits.
Yeah, we'll see we'll see how you recover.
Well, we have some glowing magical rod that's covered in my blood.
Could be useful.
Maybe.
if anyone wants to investigate the much more destroyed and open space now, you are welcome to.
Yeah, once the rubble like stops flying out at Deeran, he's gonna peep his head into the like closest hole as he's like still spiraling down.
Sure. Okay, so inside you see difficult to discern now exactly what it was trying to do in its current state, but the machine was definitely built to absorb power from that rod. At its base is a sphere, a crystalline sphere, crimson red, glowing brightly. That seemed to be part of the mechanism that was being fueled by this collection, and it is down there at the bottom of the tower now. That you could any one of you could get it if you were so inclined, because it's accessible now.
Hey,
How
Deeran,
big is
check
the
out that
sphere?
sphere.
Like the size of a basketball.
Yeah, Deeran will float his way down there.
Oh, Deeran, I wouldn't touch it. What if it's like a bad kind of magic and explodes like the whole tower just did?
Deeran puts his hand close to it. Does he feel heat coming off it?
You feel magical resonance. You do not feel heat.
All right. Does it?
Deeran, just give me a second, okay? Send my mage hand out in front so I can keep my real one safe in my arms.
Oh, that's smart.
And yeah, mage hand goes out and picks up the...
Okay. Mage hand reaches out and grabs the orb and lifts it up, and nothing seems to happen.
It seems okay. Do you want it now, Deeran?
I mean, we should definitely. I feel like it would be. I don't know. I feel like, what if we need it? You know, like, fate made me see this tower for a reason. You know.
Yeah.
And like, it made you cast this spell for a reason.
Oh no, Belroth told me to cast a spell.
Yeah, no, that was my idea. But fate did punish me immediately for giving that suggestion. And only me.
Well, but like, Skarpin had the same idea up top and he's fine. So like, I don't know. I think we might need this when we like go forward. You know, who knows
Let's
what.
take it.
Yeah. And so Deeran will like try to open his bag to like put to have Ellery
basketball
use the
in.
mage hand to put it into his like bag
Yeah.
so that he doesn't
Okay.
have to touch it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it bulges your bag by dropping it in there. Because it's, big.
A basketball. Yeah. I've put a basketball in a backpack before. I know how this works, Anthony. I know what it looks like
Sure.
now.
So not super comfortable on your hip, but this because unlike a basketball, it's stone. Yeah. Yeah, but it's in there. It's in the bag.
In
Great.
the bag. It's in the bag. We got
Excellent.
this.
Well, onward back to the path.
I'm just glad it wasn't a total waste of time to coming down here. You know what I mean, you guys?
Yeah, no, we got our own kind of treasure out of it. And
Yeah.
you said there wasn't going to be any.
You're right. I was wrong.
We're usually only given information, and we got something to be excited about and discover later.
Oh,
I'm glad
this
that
is
happened.
this is basically worse than information than Belroth, right? Because now it's a question.
Ooh, but it's a question that leads to information.
Or we could just sell it without asking any questions and make a bunch of money off it.
Oh, that's a great idea. Then we could buy things we like.
Well, for now, I guess let's get back on the path and keep following our way out, maybe.
Okay. You follow your way down the path for a little while longer. And you, the pathway you are on continues ahead of you. That tug is pulling you to the side where the path is much more treacherous. It looks like there used to be some sort of like bridge over the lava here that has been smashed out. The distance is, it is enough distance and enough height that your disc is not going to work, but it is you two who can fly would still be fine. I assume fly lasts for some decent
10
amount of time.
minutes.
So it's probably done.
Oh my goodness.
You probably can't fly anymore, but Skarpin will still have boot time.
So
in
much
him.
time.
It's probably the pathway is broken down, smashed out. It's probably like 80 feet of space between one side of this bridge and the other.
80 feet?
Yeah.
That's far.
Yeah.
It is far, yeah.
Now, you don't know how the rest of the path continues, so you could continue down the regular path and hope it loops back around somewhere or there's another way, or you can try to figure out a way across this 80-foot gap.
Flying is so expensive and tiring, you guys. I don't know that I really like it all that much. I thought for sure, like, so, you know, when they teach you magic and, like, everybody thinks, oh, that's a cool spell. That's how I felt about fly. But, like, I don't know that it's worth it, you know?
I thought it was pretty cool. I wish I could have been up there.
I also thought it was very cool.
Well, yeah, but you guys didn't have to cast it.
That is true. I didn't
just
have to
saying,
cast
right?
any magic to fly.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
Well, do we have, like... So you said there's, like, the bridge is out, and what is the bridge? I assume the bridge is made of, like, stone.
Yeah.
Or was made of stone.
Yeah.
I'm sure a rope... We couldn't, like, construct a rope bridge right now, like a... Because that would just...
So what you've noticed here is that while it is uncomfortably hot, it seems that the items in your possession and you have been protected from immolation, at least ambient immolation. So if you were to try and construct some kind of rope bridge, you don't believe that your rope would burn away.
Or, is that disc still an option? Because, like...
The problem with the disc is that the disc hovers above a space, and the bridge is too high. Like, you can't just hover over the
Yeah,
gap.
it doesn't... It can't cross chasms, is, like, one of the...
Oh, I was imagining, like, lake of lava. So I was imagining, like, a little bit of, like... Not, like, a big, deep hole.
Oh, well, it is a lake of lava. I don't know how
Because
it
then
does over liquid.
I don't know either.
Well, that's a great question. Because I was just gonna say, if we can get Skarpin to fly over there with, like, a rope, and then we can just kind of, like, have him hold it, and we can all just kind of shimmy over, and then when we're done, we'll just have Deeran go last because it automatically goes back to Deeran, right? So we can just kind of, like, pull it.
Tensor's floating disc can travel through water. It cannot travel across water. It needs ground/terrain.
Lava's terrain.
No.
Technically,
You can't drown in lava.
Through lava?
That's such a...
it's just wet ground. Hot, wet
It's not even
ground.
wet. It's dry. Lava's dry.
What
There's
if-
no part of lava that's wet.
I don't know if that's true. Is that true?
It is. That's why. Because you can slap lava. Because, like,
I
you can
can't.
literally.
I can't slap lava.
You can. You can. It's called the Leidenfrost effect. Look it up. You literally can slap it because it is superheated. Like the moisture on your hand will immediately evaporate and protect your hand. There are videos of people just slapping it. It's wild.
That feels fucking stupid. Who was the first person to slap lava?
Someone's looking
I don't
down
know,
at it. They're
but
like,
his name
wow.
was Leidenfrost, and he was like, "Watch this, guys!" And he was like, "Why did that work? I'm gonna do some science."
He's like,
That's what happened.
I don't know, guys. I think I'm going to slap it.
Dude, don't do it. Dude, don't do it. Dude, don't do it.
No, I think I got to.
I've done the
I gotta slap it.
calculations.
Are you kidding me?
done
Look at
it.
that lava. Look how slappable that looks.
No, I see it. I gotta slap it.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
That
It's the weirdest
person-
fact.
Is a lunatic.
Yeah, I'm looking
But
at this
was
tar pit. I
right.
think I need to slap it. No, leading thrust. It worked the first time. Don't let it happen again. I see this puddle of acid, and all I can think is, gotta slap
I gotta
it.
slap it.
He let
That's when he died.
a short
Wasn't
but
right the second
eventful
time.
way.
Okay. So, the tensor's disc is out.
Okay. Good to know.
I was just thinking maybe we just sit down and take a nap for a little while, because I'm just tired of having to think of things, and I just want to go home, and I feel like, you know, I blew up a tower and all we got was like a red ball that we don't know what to do with, and I just, while we sit here thinking about flying and everything, like, what if we just go home?
Ellery, what's going on?
I'm just tired.
But
And I don't know how to walk on lava or fly over it, and I can't do it, and I don't have anything that can help. The only thing I can do is help, but I can't even do that now.
well, could you like make something with your like, you know, the way that like your magic like makes stuff all the time?
Yeah, but I can only make it like medium sized. So even if I made like a stone bridge or something, like
It'd be like a 5-foot cube.
it would only
bridge.
be it would only be that small.
What about like a lava boat?
Yeah, what doesn't melt in lava?
I think that's too expensive. For me.
Titanium?
I don't. It's like
I
my
feel like
magic has a
titanium.
budget, and I can't go over a certain budget for my magic. Otherwise, it won't work.
Could probably go
You know how you
tungsten.
can't just
It's
go into
cheaper.
a store and say I want that 1,000 gold piece thing. Like you know, you're always talking about a flying broom, but
Yeah.
you can't just, you know, make the gold appear to buy the flying broom if it's even there.
Oh yeah, Ellery, I guess I never even thought about like why wouldn't you just make gold happen?
Because it disappears, and that's dishonest.
Well, yeah.
Like if I went to a store and I made a satchel full of gold appear, and I paid for something, then in roughly 6 hours, that gold would disappear.
Wait, so
it's
all
like-
those teeth we gave that guy are gone?
Yeah,
Oh, that kind of feels bad.
it does feel bad. It's like, have you ever seen the traveling play, The Luck of the Irish?
No,
No.
It's a classic.
who
It's
are the
a-
Irish?
Yeah, they're a mythical group of people that, and they call it leprechaun gold, and it is or the traveling play, Dairy Hotter. There's a whole thing with that too, that they give gold and it disappears. These leprechauns are this ancient mythical race that, you know, they would make gold and it would disappear after a certain number of hours, and I can't be a leprechaun.
No, that's true. You wouldn't want to be known as that.
No, they're evil. You got the movies where they show up and they're monsters.
What?
Oh, so yeah, the traveling play where they show up and they're scary.
I like to think that maybe there was a leprechaun colony outside Ellery's.
A leper
It fit the area.
colony.
Leprechaun. Lepra colony.
It's a bunch of lepers who like just are constantly trying to run grifts on people.
Yeah, they're running the disappearing gold grip. And that's
Yeah,
why you
the
don't want to be
leprechaun
anything
economy.
like them.
They're trying to improve their leprechaun-omy, and it's just not. And they get cross and mad. They get leper crotchety. I think that joke is done.
Okay, so Ellery's suggestion is to sleep.
I mean, I guess we could make camp. We have been literally walking nonstop for 3 days. Like, I think we forget that we have been truly
I'm
walking
not
nonstop for
forgetting
3
it. I
days.
just said I'm tired.
Well, no, I mean, I was trying to be on your side, Ellery. I think making camp would be good. We just have to be, I don't know, we'll just have to be careful. I don't know how it's going to work on the, I guess, plane of fire.
There's nothing to eat here. I don't like that.
All right, if you guys think it's a good idea, let's do it. And then we can tackle this with like a fresh mind, you know?
That's what I'm thinking, because I just can't think of any way to cross over this lava.
All right, I'll take watch. I don't think I can sleep here.
Do
What do
you
you mean?
intend to not sleep?
Yeah, he's so hungry.
I guess I will say at this point, Ellery will take a use of.
I was gonna save it for mid trance when the hunger hits. But yeah, the hunger is coming.
Yeah, you don't want to go to bed on an empty tummy, Anthony.
That's true. You're
You gotta
right.
have a
Hey,
little
you're
snack.
right.
You put a little peanut
So-
butter and honey on a rice cake. That's like perfect bedtime snack.
Okay.
Saying that's
So,
what this this flask of blood is doing for her.
Peanut butter.
Sure.
Yeah.
Peanut butter.
Yeah.
Skarpin, you're just not, you're going to forego a long rest. Okay. The other two of you are long resting. Yes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then Ellery will trance.
Yep.
Okay. Skarpin, during the time that everyone is resting, you observe a number of creatures come near, but not quite near enough, right? Like everyone's sort of covered up, I think, to it's hot, but also for protection. You were all sort of covering yourselves a little bit. And the creatures that you see, you notice a massive spherical creature with tendrils flaying off of him, like are burning, like he's just covered in flame. That creature moseyed by the path, hovering over the lava, just missed you guys. It didn't really seem to be paying much attention as it moved on. It was quite scary to behold. And then you also saw what looked like some sort of large under lava serpent that crested nearby and continued on. As you watched its back pass over the lava, like as it is making its way through the liquid, it had to be at least 500 feet long. It was massive. And you watched it go for like 15 minutes, and it was moving. So yeah, it was thankfully uneventful because the creatures here seemed terrifying.
Oh, Leander, protect us. Oh.
He's not happy. He's hiding when he sees these creatures. He's like borderline waking them up every 5 minutes because he sees something terrifying. But he doesn't.
Should I
wake him up? Should I wake him up? I should wake him up.
We're in mortal danger. We're constantly.
Okay, you are all well rested except Skarpin.
Who is so well rested?
No.
Not sleeping
man.
didn't help his hunger.
Huh. Interesting.
Weird how that works.
Hey.
But like nothing helps his hunger, so I'm not,
Yeah, so
I'm
I mean,
not super worried about it.
he could go for a couple of horses. Like, that might help his hunger.
It might. It won't.
I feel so much better. Skarpin, I could conjure a horse for you if you want.
What?
Then you could eat it.
Wait, can you?
Yeah.
Oh.
can you?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
It'd be like a wooden horse.
No, like a real horse, right? Not a wooden. I don't want to eat a wooden horse. Right, Ellery?
You're like, actually, I'd take a wooden horse.
Yeah, no. Let me see if it does say inanimate. One non-magical item of your choice.
I use horses like items.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't think it lets you create a living creature.
Anthony, I can't even remember the name of my horse.
You could. I wrote
And I
mine down.
don't
Its
know-
name is Plunkett.
And I don't know where I left it.
Ooh, actually, what is?
Oh, now I remember. It's Black Thunder. Oh.
Yeah, where did we leave our horses? I
at
think
the
we lost them.
stable.
Okay.
Who's
In
stable?
his belly. Anthony, how big did you say this lake of lava is?
Plane wide. But you're trying to cross an 80-foot gap.
Yeah, that was sorry, the gap. 80 feet. What's a large object? So I can do large objects now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, so,
Oh, 10 feet.
I mean,
A
we
10-foot cube. But if you took a 10-foot cube and you unfolded all of the sides of it to put them in one line, that would be 80 feet.
That would be 60 feet.
There
That
are
would be
more than
60.
6 sides to a cube.
No. Confirmed not.
Wait.
1, 2,
No, there's-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 sides. There are 12 edges on a cube.
No.
Edges. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I
was like,
That's
am
what I
I
meant.
wrong?
Yeah.
was like, sides. No, there are 6 sides.
She's
Yeah, no,
I
sorry.
got
smarter than
cubes
me,
in
like-
front of me.
I meant like if you,
Honestly, I
there's
was like,
6
oh
labels.
man, I can't believe how stupid I am.
I meant like if you were drawing a cube, you'd have to use 12 lines to draw the cube. That was what I was thinking, unraveling those. That was my error in wording, though. Yes.
Oh. But are we then gonna tightrope across an 80-foot chasm?
Yeah. I was thinking more like balance beam across, like not like tightrope, but like a solid like like 6 inches maybe is what I could get away with.
Could she get away with that?
Yeah, Anthony, you.
So a 10 by 10 foot cube. That's what we're talking about, right? Mm-hmm. I think you could create within your 10 by 10 foot cube, like, it's sort of giving you, I guess, a thing. But here's what I would recommend, I guess. Stacked within your 10 by 10 foot cube, you can create like segments of a ladder that you could assemble.
Smart.
Okay. Yeah. So we're all saying the same thing.
Ladder assembly kit.
Yes,
in a
we are. You know what? Yes, we are.
I've got a pricking on the tips of my fingers. I've got an image in the back of my brain. Where there was nothing, let there be something. Show me a new fireproof ladder building kit.
Let's take a break.
Oh my goodness.
Mundane.
Hey everyone, DM Anthony here, just reminding you that if you're enjoying the show, tell your friends, tell your family, let people know, word of mouth, and you can support the show at patreon.com/adventureinc, or you can check out the shop at adventureincpod.com/shop. Make sure you check the show notes and the website for all our social media, including our Discord, where you can come and hang out with some great people. We'll see you there. And until next week, I wish you nothing but critical success.
Serious business.